Kamen Rider Kamen Rider here with my review of Kamen Rider Build episode 22. So this was a very good episode, I thought. It was all about the exhibition match between, is it really an exhibition match? Because it wasn't for show. But the match between Grease and Build for like representing the war between Toto and Hokuto. And at the core of it, it was very straightforward. I mean, it was literally just about the fight and the resolution to that. But I thought it was a really well done episode in terms of, I liked the structure of it. Like basically, you were getting the fight, but then intercut, you were getting flashbacks to what both of them were doing before. And I just appreciated the way it was shot. I think it was well done. Like cinematography-wise, just everything flowed together nicely. And we also don't very often get episodes like this in Rider or Toku, period. You know, even in shows like Build or Gaim, or, you know, even X-Aid, where once you get out of any sort of the week formula, we don't often get episodes that are structured that differently. Like, it's not like a hugely different thing. Like, when Walking Dead tries to pretend it's really, like, heady and smart by playing with time, but really it just confuses you. But I mean, it's not like that next level narrative thing, or like a Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, you know, interesting shot. But it's just nice to see Rider break the norms of the way episodes are structured, and for like the effect of like the emotional weight of the battle. So instead of just, hey, this is two Riders fighting, they're like, this is why they're fighting, what led up to it. For Seto, because of the names Seto and then Sento. For Sento, it was all about like getting this device to Misora, basically a kill switch. So if he loses control, if he has to use hazard. So ultimately, like, his training, which apparently is in these YouTube specials, I'll have to wait for them to be subbed and put up somewhere, but like with the best matches, it ended up being for kind of nothing, because once Grease overwhelmed him, he had to use hazard. That was likely Stalk's plan, was that, you know, he didn't say anything in this episode, and he probably won't. It's just kind of implied, I think, that Build would get good enough to push Grease into a corner where, so he would, you know, become enraged enough to then push Build into a corner to use hazard. But yeah, we got to see some new best matches because of that. Well, we started seeing the Rose one. We got to see, I think it was it Tiger UFO or Lion UFO or something? It was a UFO one. It was really cool. And a whale one. There were some really neat ones. They just go over so quick. But yeah, so his was about, he gave Misora this kill switch that she ended up not using because reporter girl, whose name I'm forgetting at the moment, went to get Ryuga, and then right before he lost control, Ryuga stopped him. So that was good. Obviously we knew it wasn't going to happen. Although, side note, instead of making a kill switch, I feel like, couldn't Sento have invented something or modified the trigger to like have a time limit? Like, okay, I need to use the trigger to defeat Grease, but I only got 5 minutes. Although I guess he could do damage in 5 minutes, like he could kill people. But some sort of mechanism to where as soon as he, you know, deactivated Grease's Rider system, the trigger shuts off. Or maybe the switch that Misora had pops the trigger out of the belt. Let's snap again. And then it switches. And then they all just play Nintendo Switch. No, but I feel like he could have invented something like that. So like as soon as he beat Grease, but before he took it too far, Misora presses a button and it de-transforms him. I feel like that could have been something, but I guess he might not have had enough time. I guess it's quicker to make a kill switch than just a safety switch. But yeah, and then Grease's was a little bit of flashbacky stuff to when, flashbacky, that's a technical term, don't use that unless you've been higher educated, of like when his teammates joined him and stuff like that. But it was just well shot, intercutting those two, as well as we saw a little bit of like, you know, Ryuga watching and the people of both states watching. It was also really funny because like Ryuga was watching like this, and then like the reporter chick came to get him. He's like, I'm not watching, like I wasn't even watching that. I don't even care about Sento. I was watching American Idol. It's coming back on ABC apparently for some reason. But so that was kind of funny. And then like Hokuto had this plan like, oh, if we lose, we're totally gonna be sore losers about it and attack them with soldiers. But then Stalk used that to basically capture her because there's no forces there to protect her. And the episode ended with a cliffhanger of Kamen Rider Rouge's first appearance, who is Seto's Kamen Rider, who's been kind of on the sidelines for this main conflict. So that was really neat. It was a well done episode. Like, there wasn't a lot to it in terms of like huge plot twists or anything anything intriguing to comment or speculate on, but it was just well done in terms of like the battle was cool to see. They reinforced it with some cool flashbacks. Some really good character moments. Like there was the scene between him and Misora when he was giving her that switch was very well done. The scene between him and Banjo was very well done. Even the scenes with Grease were well done. It was just some really good acting, some good scenes that reinforced everything. And it ended on a really cool note where like it wrapped up this specific storyline. I mean, not like the whole storyline, but I mean the battle. But then we get, oh man, there's a new rider, and now Seto's up in the mess, and it's really cool now to have like all these rider representatives from each one. I mean, obviously we got two, because we're obviously, all the viewers are a part of Team Toto from Wizard of Oz, you get the picture. But, you know, we got Claus and Build, but then you have Seto who has Rogue, and Hokuto who has Grease. So yeah, very good episode. I thought it was well done, and it also gets you excited for the next, like, part of this arc. So I would overall give it a 9. Anyway, that's about it. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Dawson Rider, signing out.